Who is the person that you so badly needed them to like you?
It's a pretty easy answer. It's Bill Murray.
I share a bed with him.
There you go.
Just on the album publicity. Can you just hold for a second? Hold it. Stop.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Guys, I genuinely love this show. I watched all 10 episodes, so I appreciate you guys taking the time.
Thank you.
You're the man, baby.
Thank you.
Seth, I'm going to start with you. I feel like one of Matt's greatest qualities, and honestly, sometimes his fatal flaw, is that he really just wants a lot of his talent in his studio to like him. You've gotten to work with some of the greatest cinematic heroes and some of your idols. I'm sort of curious, of everyone you've gotten to meet in your career, who is the person that you so badly needed them to like you?
It's a pretty easy answer. It's Bill Murray. I got to work with Bill Murray, and I so just wanted him to like me.
Yeah.
And I grew up like idolizing him, and he to me was always like the funniest guy, and I really was deeply concerned that he would not like me, and now he does. And it's me and I was with Paul Rudd recently, and we both saw him, and he hugged us, and we talked for a few minutes, and he walked away, and we were like, "Can you believe that we live lives where when Bill Murray sees us, he hugs us?" Like that to us, yeah, it wasn't lost on us.
I share a bed with him.
There you go.
Breaking news.
We should probably talk about that for the rest of the interview.
Just on the album publicity. Can you just hold for a second? Hold it. Stop.
I didn't say we shared a bed. There was no sex.
Okay.
Yeah, he was letting me stay at his place many years. But I did wake up in the middle of the night and he was beside. Actually, he started in another bed.
You guys are getting this.
I woke up and he was facing the other way. His head was at my feet. And he was asleep.
Oh, he flew. That's
Sleepwalker.
The classic crisscross.
He said he was a sleepwalker. It's not too much information, is it?
No, it's perfect.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Miss O'Hara, I'm actually going to go with you next. I'm of the belief that that Home Alone and Beetlejuice are two of the greatest films of all time. I live in Chicago. I live like 20 minutes from the McAllister House. In
You
Chicago.
do?
Wow.
I do.
Highland
I
Park.
do.
Wow.
It's hard to imagine anyone having any notes on those movies, but do you remember the studios behind those films giving you guys any feedback, any wild or crazy notes while filming Beetlejuice or Home Alone?
I'm sorry. I was just an actor. No, you'd have to ask Chris Columbus or John Hughes, God bless him. Yeah. Now, it would not even trickle down to where I was. Except, I guess I did have to fight to be home for one weekend, and it turned out to be the weekend that Michael Jackson came to visit Macaulay Culkin.
Oh no.
Oh no, you missed that one.
You missed it.
Yeah, and the people in the house wouldn't let anyone go in. Ever, especially to use the bathroom, but Michael Jackson knocked on the door.
Well, yeah.
Yes,
You got
of
to use
course,
the
Mr. Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my God.
I'd like to think that Michael Jackson missed you.
Exactly.
Oh, yes. That is very nice.
Well, too late now.
Too late now. He missed it. That door is closed.
Will never happen. You're not going to meet him.
Terrible.
This is for all of you guys. I love how well versed all of your characters are in movie history, in the industry. They know good movies. They know good actors. I'm sort of curious, what do each of you think your characters would think of you and your career in the movies you've been in?
Oh, God. That's brutal. That's a brutal question.
I know my character was like really not particularly happy to work with Nick Stoller, who I've worked with so many times and love working with. So I assume my character would look down on my character would maybe offer me like a third lead in a movie at best.
Yeah, I think I would go maybe one down on that. Where he's like, yeah, that guy's funny, but I don't like his teeth or his face. But he can play that dude's friend.
Yeah. Friend of a friend.
Friend of a friend. I would be in a movie called Friend of a Friend.
Yeah,
that's a good
actually
idea for a movie.
Yeah.
Friend of a
I own it.
friend.
I said it.
Friend
Trademark. Can
of
you
a
run back to tape where I said
But there is no lead. There's got to be no lead.
There's no lead.
And they don't have a romance, and you don't ask them about it.
Ooh, this is really good.
You're looking good. What's his name? Used to be the parts I would go for.
I don't think it would be on Quinn's radar. I think Quinn is extremely pretentious and snobby. I think.
Wait for the Greg Araki movie.
That's true. That's true. Exactly.
would
When
be
the
a
Greg
big
Araki
fan.
movie comes out, that's Quinn's wet dreams. That's perfect.
Ms. O'Hara?
I was still regretting my Bill Murray story, so I didn't.
She's been sitting here.
Carry on.
Just
Thank
dying inside over here. Yeah.
Understood. Seth, I've got to bring up the fact that you guys have Martin Scorsese in the very first episode, which is just he's unbelievable. I'm sort of curious, how does one like kick off a pitch to get Martin Scorsese to star in your pilot? And the whole reason it works is because he is such a legend. Like, is there a plan B? Is there such a thing as a backup plan if Martin Scorsese says no?
We didn't have a good one. So, so I'm very grateful that he said yes. And I didn't know him. I never met Martin Scorsese, really. No, we just sent it to his manager, who thought it was funny, who sent it to him, and he thought it was funny, and then we heard he was going to come and do it. Like, we didn't have one conversation leading up to the shooting of it. He just showed up and, like, absolutely crushed it, and was better at everyone's job than everybody, and it was you could just see like he was so funny and so good, and his performance is amazing, and like you couldn't cast a better actor to play that role, he really was so good.
What a very cool
man.
man.
When he cried, I felt for the man. Like I was like, oh my God, he is actually. And also, I need to see the Martin Scorsese Jonestown movie. Like that.
I keep thinking about that. Would be such a great movie.
Such a great movie.
I think at one point he was developing one.
Wow.
Not anymore.
Oh, I feel like he's developing like 80 movies at one time. I feel like every 5 minutes I hear a new Martin Scorsese movie has been announced.
Good. That's good news for me.
Good for everybody.
I would watch any movie he wants to do. Ms. O'Hara, I'm going to cut you guys loose on this. Between this series and Schitt's Creek, I love what happens when you're given hours and episodes and seasons to flesh out a character. I'm sort of curious, who is a movie character that you only had that limited 2 hours with that you wish that you had 10 episodes or 5 seasons or 10 years to get to know them a little bit more?
What?
What character that you played in a movie
Oh, that I played?
would you want to make into a show? Because I have my answer.
I have
Go
my
ahead.
answer too.
Marilyn Hack For Your Consideration.
Yes.
Oh, wait, what? No, I thought
Watching
you were going to
her-
do your character.
No, you.
Oh, Marilyn Hack's too sad.
Too sad.
That's good news for me.
It's amazing.
Yeah, but Harry Shearer's line was the best.
What do you say?
It's just an honor. It's an honor just to almost be nominated.
I say that a lot. I always hear we're the one right below the one.
A lot of people saying we were number 6.
If there was one more, then we would be in there.
No joke. I always say you should have gotten an Oscar nomination for Steve Jobs, and I'm not.
That's nice.
I'm not
Come on.
being facetious. That's
saying
an
it.
honest to God true statement.
True.
You deserve that.
I always say it.
Never too late.
Never too late. You never know.
Guys, they're pulling me
Oh, it
out
is
here.
too
Thank
late.
you guys for having so much
Thank
fun
you.
with me. I know you have a
Thank
super
you.
busy day, and you guys are always incredibly kind. I really do appreciate
Go
it.
Cubs.
Thank you.
Cool city,
Love you
Chicago.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.